building, village, forest, desert, oasis, river, mountain, the Nile, the Amazon, the longest, the shortest, the widest, human, reptiles, planet, Cairo Tower, quiz, capital, interesting, population, branch, turtle, crocodile, home, Australia, travel to, traveled to, guess, guessed, try, tried, check, checked, decide, decided, know, knew, do, did, bring, brought, think, thought, the center of the earth. That sounds like, come on, let's, home for, the whole of Egypt. I'm not sure, of course, how many. Let's do this quiz. What is it about? What's it about? The Nile. That sounds very interesting. Of course, the Nile brings life to the whole of Egypt. No river Nile, no Egypt. Come on, let's try. Question 1. Which sentence is true? Is the Nile the shortest, the longest, or the widest river in the world? Hmm, I don't know. I guess it's the longest. What do you think? Yeah, I know both the Amazon and the Nile are very, very long. Let's choose B. Next question. The Nile is 6,670 kilometers long. Is it like traveling to the center of the earth, traveling to the moon, or traveling to Australia? Maybe traveling to the center of the earth? I'm not sure. That sounds like a good guess. Number 3. We need to look at the pictures and decide which river is the Nile. I think it's C. Why? In C, you can see the Cairo Tower, so it's clearly in Egypt. Okay, last one. How many branches does the Nile have in Egypt? I'm going to say 3. That sounds like a good number. Check on your phone. Okay, there are 2 branches. Did you know the Nile is home for different kinds of fish, birds, and turtles? One of the planet's largest reptiles, the Nile crocodile, lives in it. Curious, street, grass, metal box, truck, visitors, grandpa, memory, village, digging, excited, quiet, right, left, collasive memnon, road, space, short story, smile, cross, crossed, wonder, wondered, bury, buried, walk, walked, start, started, pull, pulled, have, has, had, sit down, sat down, feel, felt, find, found, dig, dug, grow up, from all around the world, inside the box, many years ago, pull out. Grandpa and his box of memories. Look, this was my street. Grandpa was very excited. We were in the village where he grew up. It's near the Colosseum Memnon. It was very quiet when I lived here, said Grandpa. Now there are lots of visitors from all around the world. That's where my friend lived. We played football on this street. There were no cars then. Grandpa looked right and left and he crossed the road. The road had lots of trucks and cars, and this, he said, is where I lived. We looked at the space. There was no house. There was only grass and one big tree. I wonder, it was so many years ago. Grandpa looked at the tree. Grandpa walked to the tree. He looked at the ground. Then he started digging. He pulled out an old metal box. He had a big smile on his face. Look, he said. He was very excited. We were 8 years old when we buried this. Let's sit down and look inside the box. Yes, please, I said. I'm very curious. Hole, smoke, mice, city mouse, country mouse, mortal, seeds, ground, voice, reason, stars, value, noise, smells, situation, suddenly, pleased, delighted, bright, scared, pretty, loud, exciting, wait, waited, cover, covered, prepare, prepared, give, gave, run away, ran away, come, came, full of, it's time for, incredibly loud, around the corner, go back, catch a train. City Mouse and Country Mouse, the beginning. The city mouse visited the country mouse in his hole in the ground. The country mouse was pleased. He gave his friend grass and seeds. The city mouse said, thank you. You know, the city is pretty and full of bright lights. Why don't you come and see? The middle. The country mouse was delighted and very excited. The city mouse stopped eating and said, there is no reason to wait. We can catch a train at 8. The two friends ran to the train just as it started to rain. In the city, the smoke from the cars covered the stars, and the noise was incredibly loud. The country mouse was scared. He wasn't prepared for so many new sounds and smells. The end. Suddenly, a cat's voice said, two mice and some bread. Run, 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 said the city mouse. They ran around the corner. The country mouse said, thank you, my friend. The city is exciting, but it's time for me to go back to the country and back to where life is good for me. Gate, backpack, modern, shopping mall, electricity, pants, neighbor, nervous, blue, kind, shopping area, shoe store, math, quieter, classroom, teacher, gas cars, possible, history project, photos, neighborhood, gray, t-shirt, games, remember, remembered, cry, cried, study, studied, carry, carried, speak, spoke, say, said, drive, drove. My first day of, at the school gate, stay at, as much as possible, put on, wear, like this. It was fun. Then and now, find out, much cleaner, be cold. My first day of school. I remember my first day of school. I was 6 years old and I lived in Aswan. I was very nervous. I liked staying at home with my family. I wanted to play with my toys. I didn't want to go to school. I put on a blue t-shirt, gray pants, and blue and black shoes. I carried my backpack. Mom and I walked to school. At the school gate, I wanted to cry. I said goodbye and I walked into the classroom. The teacher asked me to sit next to a boy called Marwan. The teacher was very kind. We studied math and played games. It was fun. The next day, I wasn't nervous. I was excited. I wanted to see my new friend Marwan. I wanted to learn math and I wanted to go to school. My town then and now. We are doing a history project in school about our town. We looked at old photos. We spoke to our older neighbors to find out as much as possible. Grandma says that her mom and dad drove cars like this. All the cars were gas cars. They were very noisy. Now we have a car that uses electricity and gas. It's much cleaner and quieter. Our town had a shopping area, but it was very old. Dad worked in a shoe store on Saturdays. Today we have a big modern shopping mall, but I don't like shopping. I want to play football.